Baseball. And the MVP is a very prestigious award that has been won by some of the best players of all time. But I started thinking, what would Major League Baseball look like if it was full of MVPs? Well, today we're going to find out, because I added the last 50 MVP winners in MLB The Show. And I'm going to simulate a few seasons in franchise just to see what the league is going to look like when it's filled with MVP winners. Now, just to clear up a few things before we get started, obviously there are players that have won multiple MVPs, like Mike Trout, for example. Even though he's won multiple MVPs, he's only going to be represented on the Angels once. I'm not going to have 3 Mike Trouts on the same roster. So that'll also go for guys like Aaron Judge or Barry Bonds as well. However, there are players that have won MVP on multiple teams. For example, Bryce Harper. I have him here on the Phillies representing his 2021 season, but he's also here on the Nationals representing his 2015 season. And that goes for guys like Shohei Ohtani. I have him on both the Dodgers and the Angels. A-Rod is on both the Rangers and the Yankees. So there are a few duplicate players in that regard, but other than that, everybody is only represented one time. So here's a full list of all the players that have won MVP that are represented in this simulation. But with adding all of these players, you can see the Dodgers are still ranked first overall. They have 2019 Cody Bellinger, 2014 Clayton Kershaw, and of course 2024 Shohei Ohtani. They are still loaded. But check out the Phillies. They're ranked second overall, because not only did they already have Bryce Harper, they also got the addition of Ryan Howard from 2006 and Jimmy Rollins from 2007. Plus, they have the rest of their 2024 roster, so yeah, they're pretty loaded. But the team that excites me the most with all of these additions is the Texas Rangers. They got the addition of Juan Gonzalez, Josh Hamilton, A-Rod, and Pudge. They got 4 MVPs added to their roster. And I hate to kick them when they're down, but even with the addition of Frank Thomas and 2020 Jose Abreu, the Chicago White Sox are still dead last in the preseason rankings. Man, White Sox fans can't catch a break. But I think it's time we get this simulation started. As this first season is simulating, just a reminder that if you're heading to any concerts or sporting events, use code Cougs on SeatGeek to save $20 on your tickets. And make sure to check out Underdog Fantasy for daily fantasy sports. The pick'em entries are a blast. All you're doing is picking higher or lower based off Underdog's projections for that player on that day. And there's a ton of promo picks available for NFL, NBA, and NHL pick'em entries. So make sure to check it out. Sign up with code Cougs because you'll get some free promo cash to play with, as well as a free pick for your first pick'em entry. All right, we have made it to the end of season 1. The Yankees win the AL East with the Blue Jays getting a wild card spot. The Twins take the AL Central and the best record in the AL. The Tigers also get a wild card spot. And in the AL West, the Rangers win the division with the Oakland A's making the playoffs. Remember, the Oakland A's have the addition of Jason Giambi from 2000 and Miguel Tejada from 2002. Nobody talks about how they have an MVP winner on the Moneyball team. As far as the National League, the Phillies ran away with the East, 100 wins. The Brewers took the Central with the Reds and the Cardinals both getting wild cards. And the Padres win the division by 9 games over the Dodgers. But now we have to see, in a league full of MVPs, who actually wins the MVP? Well, in the American League, it is Shohei Ohtani of the Angels. He got 175 RBIs. What? And the Angels still missed the playoffs. Why is my team so cursed? As far as the National League, it is Albert Pujols of the Cardinals taking home MVP. And Cy Young is interesting with all these good hitters. You have Dylan Cease of the Padres and Justin Verlander of the Tigers. 2011 MVP right there. Let's see some of the other league leaders here. Barry Larkin led the NL in average, with Vlad leading it in the AL. Dude, are you kidding me? Vlad and Trout at the top of batting average, with Shohei Ohtani driving in 170 runs, and they still finished under 500. I can't take this anymore. Shohei led the AL in home runs. Pujols led it in the NL. Bryce Harper was second with 50. The other Shohei Ohtani had 46, by the way. Jimmy Rollins got 67 steals on the year. How did Barry Bonds do? 44 homers, 120 RBIs. I thought Bonds was going to be a little better. But anyway, this is what the playoff bracket looks like. Let's see who makes it all the way. So the Blue Jays knock off Miguel Cabrera and the Tigers in the wild card wildcard round, while the Oakland A's take out the Yankees. The Dodgers would beat Cincinnati, and Albert Pujols and the Cardinals would get past the Brewers. So now we have the division series. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Twins in 5 games, and the Texas Rangers beat the Oakland A's to move on to the ALCS, with the Dodgers beating the Padres in 5 games in the NLDS, and the Philadelphia Phillies beat the St. Louis Cardinals. So our championship series matchups are set. Let's find out who's making it to the World Series. The Texas Rangers beat the Toronto Blue Jays in 6 games to move on, and the Dodgers beat the Phillies in 7. Dude, look at this. The Dodgers were down 3-1 in the series. They came back down 3-1 to win it in 7. But we've got a great showdown for the World Series. We're gonna see 2019 Cody Bellinger, 2024 Shohei Ohtani, 2014 Clayton Kershaw versus 2-time MVP Juan Gonzalez, 2010 MVP Josh Hamilton, 2003 MVP Alex Rodriguez, and 1999 MVP Pudge. I am going to go into the game when it is an elimination game, but let's simulate the first few. The Dodgers take game 1. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for game 2, and the Rangers get after him to win game 2. The Dodgers win game 3. They could go up 3-1 right here with a win. The Dodgers are up 3-1. Can the Dodgers close this out in game 5? Shohei Ohtani will lead things off here, having a good World Series, but he goes down looking. Maybe Cody Bellinger can get him started. Oh, what a pitch. Tyler Mahle just takes out the Dodgers' biggest weapons, no problem. But Teoscar Hernandez hits a solo home run to put the Dodgers up 1. And Tommy Edman hits a double. Muncy drives him in. All of that happening with 2 outs. But now let's see if the Rangers can answer back. They've got A-Rod leading off. A-Rod? That's hit well to center, but not well enough, I think. Yep, that's dying at the track. Hey, but Juan Gonzalez draws a walk. That brings up Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton rips one to the right field corner. They've got Ohtani playing right field, not DH. What the hell? By the way, yes, the Dodgers Ohtani is a position player because representing the 2024 season, he didn't pitch. Pudge has to get it done. Those are 2 big runs out there at 2nd and 3rd. Pudge, that's hit well. Over Ohtani's head, Pudge ties the game. Electric start to this World Series as Nate Lowe hits a 2-run home run. That's a 4 spot for the Rangers. Big spot for Shohei Ohtani here, though. Down 1 with 2 guys on base. Ohtani. Is that going to be a double play? I don't think they turn this. Yeah, no. Bellinger. That should be down. Cody Bellinger ties this up. The Dodgers took the lead. The Rangers tie it up. Josh Young drives in Pudge from second base. It's 5-5. This is electric. Top of the order for the Rangers. A-Rod gets a single. Juan Gonzalez gets a single. We got to jump in here to see Josh Hamilton versus Michael Kopech. He gets Josh Hamilton. That's a massive out, but he still has to deal with World Series Corey Seager, dude. Corey Seager's a different animal when there's a championship on the line. Corey Seager! Oh my God! That's a 3-run home run. I told you, man, this guy's unbelievable when there's a championship on the line. And that would be enough. So the Rangers stay alive in a big game 5. I'm going to simulate game 6 because I want to see if this goes 7. The Rangers do take game 6. And it's going to be game 7 between the Dodgers and the Rangers. By the way, I did swap Ohtani to DH. He should have been there to begin with. I guess I just missed that. And you know the Dodgers are bringing out Clayton Kershaw for game 7. I'm so excited for this. Down goes A-Rod. The MVP on the mound is going against 3 straight, or maybe even 4 straight MVPs in this Rangers lineup. This is what this video is all about, dude. That's a sick pitch. Clayton Kershaw just faced 3 straight MVPs in the top of the first of Game 7 of the World Series and got him easily. Who's on the mound for the Rangers? Cody Bradford. That's who they're going with in Game 7. Very interesting. He gets Ohtani on an inside changeup. Ooh, that's nasty. But let's get a little deeper in this game. Juan Gonzalez at the plate with Josh Hamilton on deck. Up the middle. The Rangers might be striking first. The throw comes into third. The Rangers are up 1-0 in Game 7. Shohei Ohtani gets a walk. Cody Bellinger flies out. Teoscar flies out. Tommy Edman drives in Ohtani. We got a tie game. And now the Dodgers have first and third with Will Smith at the plate. Oh, man. They just gave Clayton Kershaw a 3-run lead in Game 7 of the World Series. Teoscar Hernandez just hit a triple. Teoscar Hernandez just hit a triple. Yep, Tommy Edman drives in Bellinger. This is starting to become ugly here in Game 7. The Dodgers are up big. Josh Hamilton, bases loaded. He hits a double. That's a 3-run double. Hold on, we got a ball game. But even with those few runs that the Rangers got, they are still down 3 in the 9th inning. There's now 2 outs. Juan Gonzalez is their last hope at the plate. And he's going down swinging on the Blake Trinan slider. And that's it. The Dodgers are inevitable in 2024. MVPs everywhere, facing arguably the best lineup in this entire simulation. The Dodgers got it done again. And Clayton Kershaw is player of the game with 9 strikeouts, 1 earned in Game 7. But somehow Miguel Rojas won World Series MVP. With 1 homer and 2 RBIs? I don't know about that. But now comes the fun part, the offseason. Will any of these teams trade away any of these MVP players? We're about to enter the Juan Soto sweepstakes. Some of these teams could legitimately get a whole lot better. Of course, the Dodgers pick up Corbin Burns. Why wouldn't they? Oh, and they're gonna go ahead and trade for MVP Paul Goldschmidt. Are you serious? Wait, where did Juan Soto sign? We're in spring training and I didn't even see where Juan Soto went. Oh, I guess he's back with the Yankees. And it looks like he signed a mega deal. Wait, but it doesn't even show that on their free agency signings. What the hell is going on? Well, there were not that many roster changes, at least not as many as I expected, so let's see how year 2 goes. Whoa, the White Sox traded away Jose Abreu to the Reds. I'm surprised that's not like a big marquee move that they have on the screen here. So we've got another MVP first baseman on the move. And we have another MVP on the move. Giancarlo Stanton getting traded from the Marlins to the St. Louis Cardinals. So they got rid of Paul Goldschmidt, but bring in Stanton. So those were the only major moves. And now we can see the standings at the end of year 2. The New York Yankees clinched the best record in the AL with a 101 win season. Boston Red Sox do get a wild card spot with 85 wins. The Minnesota Twins take the Central with 95 wins. The Tigers also getting a wild card spot. And in the AL West, you have the Rangers winning the division by 2 games over the Mariners, but the Mariners are making the playoffs, so Griffey and Ichiro are going to be in the mix. Now, in the NL East, you have the Braves winning 101 games. The Phillies won 98. Oh, but look at the streak. The Braves finished the season winning 4 straight. The Phillies lost 3 straight. That literally cost them the division. The Cardinals take the Central with 96 wins. The Brewers sneak in as a wild card. And of course, the Dodgers, a 100-win season. Padres do get in with 88 wins. But now here comes the fun part. Let's take a look at who won MVP here in 2025. Shohei Ohtani again, of course. Not 170 RBIs this time around, but still 48, 141. Look at Brent Rooker, though. In a league full of MVPs, he finished 3rd. Good for Brent Rooker. And in the National League, we have 2023 Ronald Acuna Jr. 46 homers, 137 RBIs, and 33 stolen bases. Cy Young goes to Spencer Schwellenbach, with Garrett Cole taking it in the AL. Once again, though, let's check out some of the league leaders. Frank Thomas led the AL in batting average, with Jurickson Profar leading it in the NL. Not who I expected. Ryan Braun led the NL in home runs with 52, with A-Rod and Brent Rooker both having 50 in the AL. But now it's time to see how this postseason turns out. The Seattle Mariners move on to the ALDS, beating the Tigers, and the Boston Red Sox knock off the defending AL champion Rangers. The San Diego Padres will move on to the NLDS, beating the Phillies. The St. Louis Cardinals taking the wild card series in 3 games over the Brewers. Now in the ALDS, the Yankees beat the Mariners in 5 games to move on, with the Minnesota Twins beating the Red Sox in 5 games. The San Diego Padres beat the Atlanta Braves to move on to the NLCS, with the St. Louis Cardinals knocking off the World Series champion Dodgers. So that means the Cardinals traded away Paul Goldschmidt to the Dodgers. and then beat them in the playoffs. So our championship series matchups are set, and the Twins beat the Yankees in 5 games, with the Cardinals beating the Padres in 6. So we have a Twins-Cardinals World Series matchup, which means we're going to get to see Joe Mauer and Justin Morneau go up against Albert Pujols and Giancarlo Stanton. This is going to be fun. Let's simulate Game 1. It goes to the St. Louis Cardinals. They won big, too, 14-4. Game 2 goes to the Twins. Heading to Minnesota now for Game 3. The Twins take it. Game 4, the Cardinals take it. We got a back and forth. Game 5 goes to the Twins. So here we go with Game 6. Let's see if Mauer can get things started for him. That's up the middle. I think he's going to beat that at first. Yep. Justin Morneau is hitting .365 here in the postseason. And Justin Morneau is going to deliver a big hit. It probably won't score Mauer, but they should be at second and third. Although, no, this actually might score Mauer. Justin Morneau delivers early. What a huge swing in the first inning of this game. And Kerry Carpenter, I didn't even know he was on the Twins. It's a 3-run home run to put the Twins up big early. But the Twins are still going to have to deal with Albert Pujols and Giancarlo Stanton. Ooh. If he pitches like that to Albert, though, I think the Twins got it. The Cardinals could have something brewing here. They got Pujols up again. Guy on first. Stanton on deck. Albert. Oh, it's down the line. This is going to set up Stanton for a big at-bat. If he hits a 3-run home run to tie this right now, that's going to be insane. But he chases the slider. Oh, no, Giancarlo. What are you doing? Oh, that was an ugly strikeout. There is only one out. Burleson grounds out. I can't believe the Cardinals just did that. And Joe Mauer hits a double. Can Justin Morneau drive him in again? Yes, he can. Once again, Albert is going to have a guy on first, and Albert hits into a double play. I don't know, man. The Cardinals just can't seem to get it going. And now here we are in the bottom of the 9th. Albert Pujols leading it off. Joe Ryan is going for a complete game shutout to clinch a World Series victory. And he gets Albert on a slurve. Albert's looking like Javier Baez at the plate. Ooh, I didn't even think Giancarlo swung, but I think this one's done, boys. Oh, wait. Alec Burleson. There might be some magic with 2 outs in the 9th inning. No, there is not. The Minnesota Twins win the World Series, led by an incredible performance from Joe Ryan, a complete game shutout in Game 6. Justin Morneau and Joe Mauer are champions. World Series MVP goes to Matt Wallner. He did hit 3 home runs. But now we have 1 season left on this simulation, and I think this offseason has the potential to be a little bit crazy. We have our first big offseason news, and MVP is on the move. Barry Larkin is signing with the Twins. The World Series champions are not done. The Yankees signed Blake Snell to a 4-year deal. Freddie Freeman is signing with the Cubs. Byron Buxton is being traded to the Astros in a package that includes Jose Altuve, another MVP on the move. Hold on, the Cubs not only acquired Freddie Freeman, they are now signing Vlad Jr. to a 10-year contract. But now it is time to enter year 3. Let's see how this simulation finishes out. So there weren't really any major trades that happened here in year 3, so we've made it to the end of the season. The Yankees win the division with 99 wins. The Red Sox get a wild card spot with 90. The Twins clinch the best record in the AL at 101 wins. And we have 3 playoff teams from the West. The Mariners win the division. The Rangers made it with 92 wins. And the Angels got in 89 wins. The Phillies take home the best record in the NL with 99. The Brewers win the Central with the Reds getting a wild card. And the NL West also has 3 teams making it. The Padres winning the division. The Dodgers, a wild card team with 88 wins. And the Diamondbacks, 81 and 81. The same record as the Giants, but I guess they won the tiebreaker. Here we go, though. Who wins MVP in year 3? Ryan Braun, 49 home runs. He takes it in the NL, with Alex Rodriguez of the Rangers taking it in the NL. Shohei Ohtani almost had another one. Cy Young goes to Cole Reagans in the AL with Freddie Peralta in the NL. Not bad. Bryce Harper of the Phillies led the NL in batting average, with A-Rod leading it in the AL for the Rangers. Shohei led the AL in home runs with 51, with Albert Pujols hitting 54. But yeah, Bryce Harper had the best OPS in the NL, with A-Rod having it in the AL. No surprise there, really. But now it's time to get into this final postseason. Boston Red Sox knock off the Texas Rangers to move on, and the Mariners do sweep the Angels to move on to the ALDS. The Dodgers would beat up on the Cincinnati Reds, and the Brewers beat the Diamondbacks in 3 games. Now, in the ALDS, the defending champion Twins would hold their ground against the Red Sox in 5 games, and the Seattle Mariners would knock off the Yankees to move on to an ALCS appearance. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Dodgers in 5 games, and the Milwaukee Brewers swept the Padres to move on to the championship series, and our 2 matchups are set. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of rooting for the Mariners because I kind of want to see Griffey and Ichiro in the World Series here. The Seattle Mariners do it. They knock off the defending world champions, and the Philadelphia Phillies beat the Brewers in 7 games. So our World Series matchup is set. We have Bryce Harper, Jimmy Rollins, and Ryan Howard versus Ken Griffey Jr. and Ichiro. I can't wait for this. All right, here we go. Game 1, we're gonna simulate. It goes to the Phillies. Game 2 is also going to the Phillies. Game 3, come on, Seattle, make this interesting. Come on. Game 3 goes to Seattle. There we go. Game 4 goes to the Phillies. It comes down to Game 5. Mariners' backs are against the wall. The Mariners do have Logan Gilbert on the mound for Game 5, though, but he is going to have to deal with a very good Phillies offense. Ooh, he gets Jimmy Rollins on a splitter. Oh, that was right down the middle, and I think Harper just got a little under it. Gilbert still has to deal with Ryan Howard, though, and that's right over the middle. That's a dangerous pitch, dude. Can the Phillies get this run in, though? They got 2 guys on for Bohm, and he strikes out. Now we get to see Ichiro and Ken Griffey Jr. And Ichiro's taking a leadoff walk. What can Ken Griffey Jr. do in this spot? Nothing good, apparently. Now, with 1 out in the 3rd here, Jimmy Rollins and Bryce Harper both got on base, which is setting up a big at-bat for Ryan Howard. And Ryan Howard can't lay off the sweeping curve. And Xavier Edwards can't get it done either. This is a very similar situation for Ryan Howard. And he pops up on the infield. The Phillies are getting their chances, but now the Mariners are kind of in business here. 2 guys on for Ichiro with Griffey on deck. Man. Griffey, oh my God, is that going to fluke? Is that going to fluke him? It is not. So many missed opportunities in this game already. This literally might come down to the team that scores first wins this game. On cue, Trey Turner hits a solo home run. Trey Turner, that's another hit. I think the Phillies are going to win the World Series. With the way the Mariners are hitting, I just can't see them bringing this back. A 5-run deficit in the 8th inning. It's just not going to happen. And now Jeff Hoffman is in. 2 strikes, 2 outs. That will do it. The Philadelphia Phillies get their World Series championship, led by a 3-headed monster of MVP Bryce Harper, MVP Jimmy Rollins, and MVP Ryan Howard. They get the job done and knock off the Mariners. And World Series MVP belongs to Edmundo Sosa, while not even getting a single home run or RBI. Well, there you go. 3 seasons of a league full of MVPs here at MLB The Show. This was fun. We had different champions every year, a lot of parity, a couple fun trades and signings here and there. Overall, just a pretty fun simulation today.